coming out, I believe from California, at least at one point. I don't know if he's still out there, but Nicko, famed Shulk main, also notoriously an extremely talented Melty Blood player. I don't remember if he was in the top 8 for Actress again last night. I know that I got a couple of friends who played that game. Nicko, one of them as well, but also mostly known as a Smash talent, known for this Shulk. Going to be going up against Jinx with this Toon Link. Not the Jinx that I lost to in Street Fighter yesterday, but a different Jinx. And this one, been performing really well with the Toon Link. And this is a character that I'm always happy to see because it's funny to see the progression of characters in this game where Toon Link was largely considered to be the worst of the 3 Links by a wide margin at the beginning of this game. And now people are kind of feeling like he's the best one.
You know what? I feel like being the worst Link is like, oh no, you're like a mid-tier at worst. Like, oh, because like Toon Link does have a lot of really interesting tools to kind of like really establish their game plan and stuff like that. But it's also funny because I was overhearing Nicko and it was kind of part of the conversation there. But like, he was like, oh yeah, this is just my humble low tier. And I was like, I told him, like, listen, man, a Shulk player is as good, or a Shulk is as good as the player. And Nicko goes, yeah, but all Shulks suck. And we shook hands after that.
Anybody who's talking about like Shulk not being a good character, you can immediately rule out, okay, this person's not from Europe. Understood.
That is true. That is true. The character obviously has a lot going on for him. He's one of those characters that's always been a, hey, like, what's the issue? We know he has everything, but why isn't it happening?
If anybody wants to say the word potential, they talk about a character, the first thing that comes to mind is the guy with the sword that glows different colors.
Yep. It's just these magic swordsman characters, you know? Is it magic? I actually have not played Xenoblade. Is all this stuff he's doing magic?
Sure.
Oh, you don't know either?
I do, but it's complicated. So we'll leave it at magic.
Time magic?
We'll leave it at magic.
All right.
I don't have time. I am a Xenoblade Wikipedia, and I don't have the time to talk about the Monado right now. We've got to talk about Shulk versus Toon Link and how Nicko is somehow living to 186, which against Toon Link, really impressive, and that's going to be a quick stock as well. Smash forward throw.
Woo, dude, that was like, I land with all of a sudden smash art, and I forward throw you again. You're at 70 at the ledge. It's like, yeah, congratulations, I win the game.
It looks like he's hitting fungos. Fly ball. Catch this one.
All right. Well, anyway, we get the forward throw again, trying to just rack up some damage slowly here as they put the pressure onto Jinx. But yeah, we all know exactly who Nicko is, what he's capable of, and this is also part of the reason why he can live to 186.
Ooh. Hang on a second. I really like that by Jinx, though. Some really good custom stuff coming out by noticing that shield art is up. You go, okay, now I'm like comboing not even Bowser, like heavier than Bowser. So stuff like up smash to up B is going to connect. And all of a sudden, man, Nicko had that 3 stock to 1 lead. Now it is an even game.
Yep.
It's not even anymore.
It's not even.
It's not even close to even.
That is so much damage. That is so much damage.
Back roll. Okay, it's not enough. Nicko going to stick on that smash art too because he knows that even with smash right now,
up smash
not
at
in
ledge.
any peril.
That's like the Shulk special, up smash at ledge.
Uh-oh.
Dude,
nice!
He goes so far out there, man. It's like jump, I feel like is the one we see the least, but like once it's actually out and they're aggressive, they're in advantage state, I'm like, this is not good. This is not good.
I think that a lot of people would think in their mind intuitively that speed is like, you know, the third best punishing Monado art, right? You go smash and then you go buster and then you go speed, he's fast. No, it's jump, man.
Yeah, jump is terrifying. Because he covers so much space, especially off stage.
I mean, that is what it is, right? Is that his area of influence is already so big because of the size of his sword, and then you throw in hero acceleratl mobility, basically. Yeah, you're going to be covering a lot of space real quick, but
dude, he is throwing out this forward air a lot. It has not connected on a lot of them. It's really allowed Jinx to find a lot of room to get right back in here.
And Buster is not what Nicko wanted. Does have the shield up now to get back on stage, but this is all of a sudden very much anybody's game. But that back air will be enough to just pop that cartoon head and hit Toon Link into the blast zone. Game 1 for Nicko, but Jinx made it not easy.
I was waiting for him to drop that game. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe Shulk players do something.
You know what?
His words, not mine.
Maybe he had a point.
Maybe he had a point.
Maybe he was spitting.
Maybe he was right. But we're going to get into our game 2 here. We're going to see how this all operates. Again, going right back to PS2.
I do think it's worth noting, by the way, that, you know, while we were talking about the matchup, early on in that game, Jinx died at something like 42. I don't remember if it was more akin to an ST or just a really good edge guard from Nicko. I want to say it was more the latter. But I think died sub 50. And if that hadn't happened, we might be looking at a 1 next to Jinx's name on the scoreboard instead of Nicko's.
It's just a matter of ifs, ands, or buts, you know, but right now we got to get back into this one. And it's looking a lot more even as, like, Jinx seems to, like, feel a bit more comfortable with the matchup. And I feel like that's just something against Shulk in general, is, like, you never fight Assault. And then you do, and you're like, okay, I have to learn as much as I can, as fast as I can. And when you're playing a character like Toon, who has, like, a lot of projectiles, and again, a lot of disjoints for himself to kind of apply some pressure, you start to figure things out pretty quickly.
Nice little pickup, though, with that air slash out of shield. Looking to just box this Toon into the corner, get that smash art activated. 48% you can be in danger if your opponent gets a good read on you, but Nicko knows to play very carefully, even get rid of that boomerang, because even just that lingering backwards hit of it, that can send you, like, relatively deep enough off stage that Jinx could probably scoop up into, like, a turnaround up B off the ledge.
Okay, as we get back onto the stage, but the forward tilt gonna put us right back off. And again, you know, I do like how Jinx is able to kind of, like, battle back, even, like, you know, when they're a little bit behind. They're not scared to get aggressive, and I think that's huge. We do get Nicko taking the first stock once again, though. We're going to see if he can kind of keep up the pressure and apply some more damage. Goes to jump, all right. Going to be able to get back to stage with just one singular bound.
I love that, too. Going low enough and Nicko knowing that recovery to where you're going to sweet spot that ledge just with the jump, not having to use the up B, and not quite quick enough on the draw to activate that shield art before that combo comes through, so Jinx does even it up. I almost wondered if that shield art was going to get him in trouble, but no, it did let Nicko get that chance to fire back, but with that whiff, Jinx able to take advantage of it, take the lead.
Jinx is doing an incredible job with their adaptation so far. But this is where Shulk's speed art comes into play and says, hey, I'm just going to put you off stage now, and you're going to have to hold that. But Jinx, again, finding their way back on and doing, again, a great job with these bombs, these boomerangs, arrows, and just, you know, his normals in general.
I really like the matchup recognition, too, where I think it's worth noting that at this point, you can be taken very seriously as a competitor just based on seeing your matchup knowledge alone, because of how many matchups there are and how long this game has been out, that Jinx clearly understands these Shulk combo routes, how to DI out of them to not die, and does get the KO with that neutral air, taking the lead here.
Okay. That's huge for him. Definitely something we want to see. I mean, I would like to see something more than just a 3-0 on the stream for once. And, you know, maybe set 3 is where we kind of get that to happen. But again, Jinx not really worried about being aggressive when they don't need to, but sometimes it just doesn't matter. Nicko finds the opening, gets that stock out of the way to even things up, at least temporarily. God,
nice
that up air takes so long, dude.
It is lingering. I mean, this is one of the reasons that people have understood that, hey, Toon has got some really good merits as a character. Stuff like comboing off of an up air like that is one of them. We're going to have to see if Jinx can even land right now. Nicko putting on a lot of pressure. That's something to note about Nicko's playstyle, too, is always willing to find an opportunity where the moment that something is done, going to get back in there. And certainly in there now with no bomb in hand and no double jump. Nicko looked like he was on the ropes, but turned that game around quickly to take a 2-0 lead.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is had the bomb in hand, but actually got hit and to drop it, I believe.
Which is an RNG chance, by
yes,
the way.
RNG chance. So that set was, or at least the way that match ended, was due to chance. Now, would it have happened the same way? I don't know. I feel like Toon can be disrupted off stage pretty well, especially with just Shulk and his big sweeping hitboxes. But, again, it is what it is. And we are getting the skin change here, and we'll see if this kind of puts them in the right mentality to change things up.
Yes, and changing up the stage as well, keeping that long main platform. Right, we saw a lot of Pokemon Stadium 2. Now we're going to Town and City, but key differences being KOs off the sides will be a little bit easier. And again, Shulk, which I like as a matchup check, right, not going to be able to be taken off the top as easily. Not that we see Nicko doing a lot of that anyways, but that does mitigate some of the threat of smash art from anywhere on screen. Kind of got to be in the corner now, which is incidentally exactly what we're seeing.
Oh, okay, tried to read that. Didn't get the option as Jinx decided to go low.
generally the safe option, right, to get back to stage. But against Shulk, obviously, like you're sort of implying, right, can be scary just because of how big that sword is. Hold on a second. We're not playing Smash 4.
Okay, no, he definitely did not want to do that because we saw the back air. I think he just actually wanted to land and like on the right side of him.
If this was Smash 4, Nicko did a fastball down air 1 to do the jab reset and then get the kill.
Yeah.
I miss Smash 4.
I don't.
We're different. I love Smash 4. I should have brought my Wii U to the BYOC area.
Oh, man. You and one other person may be playing. Ooh, there we go.
I can name 4 off the top of my head.
You get the buzz. You can fight his Rosalina.
I could do that. That is true. That is a thing I could do.
And that is one of the moments where you go, I don't miss Smash 4.
No. I do still miss it. I remember that DeBuzz was one of the first people I, ever watched and was like, damn, people hate this guy. Like, why? He seems like a nice guy. Like, is it just because he plays a character? I don't know. It was Apex 2015.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, DeBuzz. I was like, what?
And then what happened is we finally got, some summits underneath our belt and put, DeBuzz on the mic, and people went, wait, he's goated?
This is actually one of the greatest individuals.
Yeah, this guy's awesome. What the heck?
I made a YouTube video about him, for God's sakes. I love the guy.
Yeah, dude, DeBuzz is great. That was DeBuzz. But as we get back into this game with these two players, as we can see right now, Nicko doing a great job of this, really corralling Jinx to be able to take these stocks, as we might be seeing another 3-0 on stream.
Just is starting to seem that way. Great awareness from Nicko, even with the Phantom Footstool right there, just to get a little bit more hang time, try and bait something out from Jinx. Does take some damage in return, though, here with that Buster Art active. And I like that even when Nicko takes a lead back, Jinx has not been letting the game get away. And again, I've been talking about this. The DI on Shulk's combos, that combo DI from Jinx has been really, really solid this whole game.
I know, I really wish Nicko was more brave when he got Jinx off stage that last time and actually just full sent this. I feel like there's a world you actually do get the stock, but maybe you don't.
What? I think that was supposed to be a different Monado art and not the counter. Yeah. But it doesn't matter because there's only one Monado art you need off stage, and that's the jump, that rising forward air covering half of the screen vertically, so nowhere to go. Up here against Nicko, closing out yet another 3-0, looking solid as ever.
I think, I think you're right, because, and the other thing, too, is you see the counter come out, which, by the way, is just, it's a move. We'll leave it at that. It's a move.
A vision.
And, and just, no punish. Yeah, the vision as I will be punished, or I won't be punished in this case. But yeah, I mean, hey, great stuff to Nicko. Really got to hand it to Jinx, too. I felt like played really well in Game 2 and a little bit in Game 3, but unfortunately just was not able to clutch it out. It happens sometimes, happens to the best of us, happens to the worst of us.